Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Tommy's is a good boy. Yes, he is. Yes, he... Oh, hey everyone. Didn't see you there. I'm Sam Rabey. And this is Toby, the Beagle. And today, this video is sponsored by Beagles. Well, I thought it was funny anyway. By the way, you go back over there. Anyway, it's time. It's my time, it's my time, my moment. And it's the Eurovision podcast again. Woo, woo, woo. Oh yeah. Well, we've got a lot to get through this week. I've actually put my phone in the freezer to start with to cool it down. Because if you do watch regularly, you'll see it overheats. Sit. You stay. You're being a naughty boy and showing off for people again, aren't you? Yes, that's enough. Well, Chris, you missed the start of the video. You would have known this video is sponsored by Beagles. So, we'll get right down to it. Firstly, a bit of non-Eurovision views. I had an X Factor audition today. I did sing 2 Eurovision-esque songs. The first one was from You Decide last year, which is Liam Tam's Astronaut. And then I sang with the backing track, Hobby Star, Made of Stars 2016. Then did a bit of Fairy Tale for 2 lines, but that's a different story. I'll get straight into the Eurovision news. We've got a lot to get through, as I've said. First one, the UK decided this week, obviously. We had Michael Rice singing Bigger Than Us. Didn't write the song down, I had to think of it off the top of my head. It's the right song, but I think Mr. Rice is a bit of an idiot. That's how he came across on TV. Who the hell doesn't know where Tel Aviv is? He clearly isn't a Eurovision fan, despite what he said in his promo video that he watches it every year. Well, he will know where the new contest is going to be because it follows on from the previous year. So how does he know where Tel Aviv is? At least have a guess. It's in Israel, you idiot. So I think it was the right choice. Definitely the right 3 to go through to that live final with Kerry Ann, who I did think would have won. If you looked at my preview. Sorry about this. Toby, will you lie down? Get there! You lie down. Being a naughty boy. Now I've lost my thing. So I think Kerry Ann was the good choice. He's from Hartlepool. They're not great on geography. Thank you, Chris. I thought he was a Liverpudlian, to be fair, from his accent. No idea. But yes, so that's it. I think the right 3 went through: Jordan Clark, Kerry Ann and Michael Rice. Even though I did really like Holly Tandy's version, much better, as I said on the broadcast, the apparent judges. It was better than the actual recording of it. So, yeah, Michael Rice is going to Eurovision for us. And that means John Lundvik is definitely going to Eurovision. At least once, maybe twice, but we'll find out in Sweden. Anyway, so I'll move on. A lot of people announced this week. So I'll start off with the Aussies. They picked last night. The lady with the operatic voice, I believe, is the wrong choice. Because it will lead into another point later on. I should have said this a bit later on. But if you go back to 2016, after Mon Zelmerlöw won, the jury votes punished one artist for being similar, and that artist was Sergei Lazarov for Russia that year. So I believe that they are going to get punished, the Aussies, this year. They're going to have a massive public vote if they're going to win. And opera really does normally rely on that jury vote, because they will get compared to Elena Nechaeva for Estonia last year. It's not a bad song, really, from the Aussies, but they are going to really struggle, and they're in that semi-final of death as well. No, they're not, sorry. They're in the semi-final 1, aren't they, I believe? So they'll probably qualify, but they're not going to do too well. Italy picked San Remo last night. Again, they picked more Tripe, another song I can't get into. The last Italian entry I did actually like was the monkey one for 2016. I've even forgot his name. See, that's how Occidentale Karma was the song. I can't even think of his name. What I can think of is Fabrizio Giovanardi, but he's a touring car racing driver. But Chris, you want to help me out here? Toby is doing the laundry. How helpful? No, he's not. I did that the other day. I just haven't put it away, Chris. Can you stop looking at my pants? I didn't realise they were on the show. Dirty git. So, yeah, Italy picked more tripe. Don't understand why. Montenegro, they've picked, again, this is better than certain songs they've had over the years. Oh, moving on. Iceland had their first semi-final last night. Hera Bjork went through, and so did somebody else. Hopefully Fredrik Omar goes through next week. Obviously he was part of Euroband, so we'll never see. You never even noticed. Of course you didn't, Chris. Put it away, that's what I'm going to say. Lithuania, they had their first semi-final as well. Monica got through with her song that scored perfect scores a couple of weeks ago, so hopefully Criminal will get through next week. That's one I'll be looking for. And I've already said what this person's name already, but Russia have picked Sergei Lazarov. Obviously, Chris, you guessed that at home, that he was going to be their artist. We obviously know that he's back. He's only come back because he's got a decent song, as he wouldn't come back at all. Sergei's that type of person. So expect very big things, and let's look forward to going to St. Petersburg next year. St. Petersburg 2020, that's all I can think of, unless the juries want to scupper it for him again. So, and one last thing, obviously yesterday Melody Festival got their second semi-final. Shock, Marguerite never got through. I don't think we're going to Sochi, Chris. I don't think that one bit, sorry. Yeah, Marguerite never got through. And if you look at her performance, the amount of money SVT spent compared to everyone else, they're not going to be too happy about that decision, because Marguerite was obviously brought in to get to the final, and it didn't happen. Bit of a backlash. My favourite song last night, The Amu and Hannah Fem, which are actually my favourites of the whole contest so far. They got through, unsurprisingly. They are my big favourites to win, but overall the quality's been a bit poor this year for Melody Festival. Melody Festivalen. But then at this stage last year I said exactly the same, and then the final was actually probably the best songs out of each heat. So let's wait till we've got all of them. And next week we have Melody Festivalen Royalty Dawlish Style. Hello, hi. Hello, hi. Cause it's a roller coaster. Bow, 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 bow. Dolly Style are back. Come on, you've got to love Dolly Style. Oh, what do you want? Polly, go away. Go away, Polly. Go on. So, Dolly Style are back next week. I think the song's called Habiba, or Habibi, something like that. Let's hope it's a good one. They should get through. What was in that drink? It was orangeade, Chris. Thank you for your question. I'm going to ban you from these, Chris, I think. So that's the roundup this week done. It's a very busy week. We have 7 songs going to be released, or at least 5 songs with 7 artists being released. The first one is on Tuesday. Israel, the hosts, they're going to be picking their artist, just their artist. It's not alcohol, Chris. They're just picking their artist, and their song will come later on in March. That's the first one, so we'll find out who will be representing the crown of Israel. Then we go to Friday, where Poland will be picking their artist. They've gone internal this year, which is a shame, because they've had 2 good, reasonable finals the last couple of years, and it's a shame they've gone internal, possibly due to costs to save on them. Then we go to Super Saturday. We have 4 countries picking their artists and their songs for next week. Obviously going up against Melody Festival in week 3, where it starts to get good in Sweden, so you never know. Tobies, will you pack it in? You naughty dog. He doesn't actually care. So I'll go through the running order of who's picking. So Dora comes to end in Croatia. They'll pick their artist next Saturday. Then you have Latvia, Supernova, very poor Supernova, expecting Marcus Riva to win that with his very boring song. Slovenia pick next week. That should be quite interesting. They must have their semi-finals this week, so I can't remember them being on so far. So they pick on Saturday. And Esti Lau in Estonia finishes on Saturday. You will get videos for those as well as Sunday's Romania national final as well, Selecția Națională, and we'll find out who gets picked for them. I actually didn't check the semi-final 2 if the rock band Trooper got through or not. You can always look that up yourselves. And that's basically it. I have 2 watchers. Thank you for both tuning in. Does anyone have a question for me before I sign off? And yes, that is a Eurovision top first one instead of my onesie as I normally wear. But I'm looking forward to Westy now, especially because it's been absolutely brilliant with the songs this year. Don't think the right songs have actually got through to the final. And Greta Para missed out, and so did the lady who sang Supernova as well. Got knocked out, but it's still a very good final, and hopefully, I think my favourite off the top of my hand is, where is the onesie? It is behind me, Chris. There it is. Are you happy? So I can't remember. Hold Me Close is the song, with Extra Basic featuring somebody. So you never know who will win. You'll find that in my new review video. If you like this video, do a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. In the wash, no, it's not Chris. If you like this channel, subscribe. You'll get more singing on here very soon. More review videos and everything like that. And I'll try and do sort of other stuff as well. And my phone hasn't told me it's overheating, which is a bigger bonus. So that's basically it this week. Leave some comments in the comments if not. Send me some questions on Snapchat. I'm sure you've already got me. And I will leave it at 12 minutes. And the dog is still having a ball. Have a good week, guys. Bye.